Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. It's Friday Night Frosthaven on Thursday. And oh dear, I've got, it's actually well positioned, but hey, Smokey's here. Hello, Smokey. I've got Rich's Sprite covering his face. Right there. Fixed. It actually lined up perfectly.
Is it an upgrade to the real thing? If so,
It
keep it there and find a way to have it follow me
well,
around for realsies.
here's the thing. It looks exactly the same, but it's actually a downgrade because it's not animated in any way. If I could get it to be like a VTuber thing where your lips moved.
Yeah.
And you know what? If there is one neutral to slightly positive thing I'll say about myself, it's that my face is animated.
Yeah, you
true.
do have that. No one can take that
If
away
we can
from
get
you.
if we can get Rich on Hollow Live, I'd be so excited.
Yeah, so we got a whole new Rich setup because as Smokey has observed,
Yeah.
he's working out during this stream. Uh, is there anything
I'm just walking.
Yeah, not like a serious workout, but a walk, which is not nothing. I should probably be walking more.
Yeah. Rich is just finding new ways to entertain himself during an Outpost phase.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start juggling.
All right. Well, here we are. It's an Outpost phase, but it's a momentous Outpost phase.
I gotta get some wireless headphones for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes.
I'm very tethered.
That's a very well. Yeah, that could be catastrophic actually, because the normal tether you want on when you're on a treadmill is the kill switch, where if you fall, it turns it off. You don't want to fall, and then it drops your laptop and breaks all your stuff.
It's gonna fall. My laptop, 4 board games, and a coffee table will all fall off the bigger table. I'll figure out a better way to do this, but I just set the treadmill up today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I was supposed to say, player 1, playing the Aether Pain Conduit, Dr. Becky Goodpain. It's Rich. How you doing, Rich?
Everybody knows what's so good.
Yeah, he's so good because he's walking.
So good.
I can't. It's too boring to walk in place.
I would say that the hardest part about Frosthaven for me was that I couldn't pace anxiously.
Oh no! I mean, I think if I had a walking treadmill, I'd be okay because the boring part then is just not having something to occupy your mind. But we have that. I mean that right now.
Each other, our best friends in the whole world.
Right now, right now, I could walk in place though,
and Smokey,
and get some exercise. But that would be
you should do that.
Tedious. I don't think I can keep it going. When I was doing a Ring Fit adventure for my video game fitness, I got a lot out of the. I was surprised by how much you can get out of running in place for cardio. And if you do the running in place for the first
time, running
in
anywhere is hard.
Yeah, running on like the extremely solid floor of my old apartment, just right on the.
You gotta get a mat.
Oh, I destroyed my calf muscles. I had to take like 3 days off after the first day I played because I couldn't walk. But which is weird because that's never been like, if I went for a run right now, I'm sure that my quads would be feeling it. Maybe not because of all the ducking I'm doing in fitness boxing, but I've never had my calf muscles be like, oh God, it's too much. But running on the balls of your feet on a hard floor for 45 minutes, that'll do it. Okay.
Player you also, when you did go through your running phase, you had, I assume your dad was involved in your shoe choice, but you basically just had foot suits of armor on. Had the most.
You know what he might have been?
What's that?
Now that I think about it, I was probably young enough that I was. Carry on.
I thought something was fucking up with the stream or something. You said that so dramatically. Oh no!
No.
He's probably trying to remember how he got his hands on
I was trying to remember.
Sweet
and actually, I do think I had my dad come with me. But yeah, I mainly picked sneakers.
Most people like go in like Air Force Ones like for the first few weeks. They're like, I should buy some shoes for these, but James bought the shoes first, so it never went through that. Like, oh my god, this is the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah, having real footwear is very helpful. One thing I did do though when I bought those shoes when I was running when I was like 24 or 25 is that I wasn't thinking like these are high quality shoes and I'm probably not going to stick to running regularly because it's so boring. And so one day I will be 39 years old and my athletic footwear will be fluorescent blue, green, and orange instead of something calmer and more sedate. But it is what it is. Player 2's not with us, but
I have that conversation with our Under Armour rep weekly. I'm like, can you just do a gray? I'd feel a lot more comfortable if no one noticed.
Like the gray is like a sort of orange.
No, honestly, for a lot of these, it's very clear that they're like, we need a palette, but nobody's going to that Adobe website that'll make a palette for you. We're just picking bright colors. Yeah. Player 2's not with us, but she keeps on suggesting that she might be soon. I think hearing that it was an Outpost phase probably gave her a permission. I think she'll be back for the next one, but we'll see. Otherwise, we'll delete Danielle from our hearts and we'll move on to the next redhead we know. Who is...
I think we're done.
We might be running out.
Yeah.
Hunter. It's Hunter. He's here every week.
Does my friend Melissa have red hair? Reddish, like auburn hair?
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, I have no idea. But
what color hair your friend
right now, get this. Danielle's just upstairs hanging out with Lauren. So lots of people very, very close, but not on the stream today. Yeah. We have a player 5. We got to get Michaela in there. With the visit, not hanging out with us, just playing VR games with Danielle and Lauren.
If I told her my current setup, Michaela would come over right now, like just to get a picture.
Yeah, but you know where Danielle will be here for sure? It's tomorrow night when we debut our couple gaming stream. Hey, babe, can we play this game? With the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. So that's
super
exciting.
Awkward because Greg and I also have a show called that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll use different color palettes on the starting
It's just
screen.
Rich getting me to play sports. It's very...
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It's all
a
just
15-second show every week. I say, hey, babe, do you want to play this soccer game? And then Greg says, nah, babe.
Yeah, can we just watch some soccer? Can we just watch Player 3
while Googling facts about soccer?
Not really. Yeah. For the last time, the biggest oboe, the Inox Drifter, which I will clarify one final time for the non-Canadians in the audience. That's a reference to the CanCon classic mystery adventure series, The Littlest Hobo, about a dog who goes from place to place and solves mysteries. It was great when we were kids, but now it's gone, and I assume the dog is too. How you doing, Greg?
Yeah.
For sure, that dog's been dead for a long time.
A while, probably.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's not like a sad kind of
like
thing.
8.
Everybody's life needs to end eventually. It's like, if the dog had a happy life and enjoyed being the littlest hobo, it's nothing to be sad over that he's gone now.
The dog was like the littlest hobo.
At least that's what I need
vampire,
to believe to function.
So actually still alive.
Yeah.
Roaming the Canadian countryside.
Oh, man. Remember, speaking of classic CanCon,
great.
Remember The Littlest Vampire? Or maybe that's what it's called?
Vaguely.
It's not at all.
It is called The Littlest Vampire, yeah.
Yeah. No connection that I'm aware of to The Littlest Hobo.
It was also a film.
Huh.
Hey, Hunter, you can't come on here.
Oh my god, is Hunter trying to get in on this?
He is. And,
love it.
And it's not going to be him who gets hurt.
No, absolutely not. I got very badly hurt on a treadmill once because it was in high school, the night before my band had a show, and we were just being idiots on my friend's dad's treadmill. and I did not have the kill switch clip in, and I was running, and they were just turning it up to see like how fast can he go, and I was a speedy little dude, so I was like keeping up with it, and then they were like, do a jump, and instead of thinking, nope, the physics doesn't work out on that, I jumped. And you can jump up. That part's not hard on the treadmill. When you come back down, your legs just shoot out behind you. And then you fall face first onto the treadmill, which then drags you to the bottom. But then, because it's in the cramped basement, there's an armchair there. So you stop resting your forearms on the treadmill, which is just grinding them down. And your friend goes, who was turning it up, is like, oh shit. And puts his finger, like holds down the slow down button instead of pressing the power off until your other friend, until the lead guitarist of your band is like, no, turn it off. So I like, it was like, I had some serious like second, third degree friction burns on my arm, and then had to go like play the bass the next night. It wasn't great, but these things, whatever doesn't kill you makes you strong.
When you're doing treadmill tests and you're doing treadmill tests and you suspect that people are gonna, be a hero and fall out the back, you got to set the high jump mats up behind them.
Yeah. Nice.
You should have asked me.
Oh man, I assume we've all seen the pole vaulter who failed his pole vault because his
sure have.
His unsecured junk smacked the bar even though the rest of them cleared it. Probably doesn't feel
so
good.
obviously that's a really funny thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But whoever had the contract for their uniforms is never getting a contract for any sporting equipment ever again.
No,
that's avoidable.
I was curious about that because I was like,
you're telling me that Shaq doesn't have a big old dick? Like, you can,
yeah,
you can tuck those things away.
Yeah,
sure can,
and just like presume
under
like
any circumstance, it was so clearly his entire pack. Like it was so clearly like no, it was like the whole thing.
And he's just wearing a little track and field shorts. Like what the fuck?
Of it.
Yeah,
someone did a bad job.
Yeah,
no, not good. It wasn't good. I've developed an opinion, although it was just by reading that this is an opinion that everybody has and thinking, yeah, that makes sense. I have an opinion about Olympic wrestling now, which is that they need to have more weight classes. Apparently, Olympic wrestling has fewer weight classes than most other amateur wrestling competitions, which results in the wrestlers doing excessive weight cutting. Anyway, a wrestler who upset... that woman who got she made it all the way to the gold medal match and then was disqualified for missing weight. She's the one who beat the world champion, massive upset in the round of 32, I think. Or maybe the one who replaced her was. But either way, she made it all the way to the gold medal match and then drank too much water after her semifinal and was disqualified from the Olympics. That's not healthy. They shouldn't be doing that.
Yep.
Player 4, your strong opinion haver about wrestling weight classes in the Olympics. Also, the game runner, the showrunner, playing the lurker, Deep Wraith, click, trill, snip, click. It's James, your host here at 58 Dream Street. How am I doing? Pretty good. Pretty good. It's the best week of my vacation by far because Danielle is also on vacation, which both means that we're spending some time together, which is fun. I like her. She's pretty good. And then also, it means that I don't have to drive her to and from work every day, so I'm not spending 3 hours a day in rush hour traffic during my vacation anymore. So that's great. Besides that, just a good week. I'm getting very close to the end of Wizardry Guiding 4.
Too many hours a day.
Yeah, it's not. It's because I got to drive her. Like the drive there is against morning traffic. It's not bad, but then the drive back after dropping her off is in terrible traffic, and then the drive both ways to get her and bring her back is in terrible traffic. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, I mean, it's what she can't drive, so what am I gonna do? Like make her quit her job? But yeah, it's a drag.
Mm-hmm.
We're
just
both,
when you're on vacation.
Yeah. We're both very happy
for the next couple of weeks.
We're both very happy to be leaving it behind. So anyway,
I bet Greg has an extra pair of rollerblades.
Yeah, I don't think that is a.
We probably haven't made probably haven't made the Greg loves rollerblading joke recently enough.
Oddly enough,
this
I don't
Greg
think
loves rollerblade jokes every week.
I don't think we've.
And there's a little cartoon of me on roller skates.
I don't think that we have ever
there certainly
mentioned
was one a
the
week
rollerblade joke here on this show, but I did use the rollerblade joke for Greg's beat 'em up. The Greg and James beat 'em up stream is Greg on rollerblades with 2 switchblades. It's Blades Greg.
Classic Greg.
Yeah. So, here we are. And it's a very exciting Outpost phase because at long last, in episode 66, and, 20 some odd scenarios in, 1 year and a half.
Yeah.
No, more than that. Year and 2/3 almost. Greg's been playing the low complexity drifter because he said, I never do low complexity. I'll try a simple character just for my starter. And then he happened to he picked a personal quest, not realizing that it was going to take forever. But it's done now. So let's get this Outpost phase on the road. Boom. Outpost phase.
Let's do it.
Well, actually, before the Outpost phase, we always, pardon me, update the map. But guess what? There's nothing to do. Nothing to be updated. So we're going to the Outpost phase for now. We'll have to go back.
All right.
As we'll see in a moment.
Step 1. The passage of time.
Yeah. Why did I move down to the Outpost just to go, all right, time to read the event that unlocks Rich's next personal quest chain scenario. And then we can go back up.
A rich episode.
A rich episode.
All right. So.
I believe this episode will be remembered as the best Rich episode. in our year in review episode. Which we should start doing.
Yeah. We should have done it after the first year. We'll definitely do it. We'll do a biannual. No, I hate calling things biannual, bi-weekly. For a technical writing teacher, just those are the most torturous terms that exist. Like, you're always, I spend so much time being like, choose your language precisely. And then we have society out here casually using a word that the dictionary definition is either twice a week or once every 2 weeks. That's not a good term. We got to do better than this, people.
And we already have the perfectly servable word of fortnight.
Yeah, I love saying a fortnight hence when we're skipping a week. And whenever I can otherwise make a reference to Fortnite. And the kids are into Fortnite now. So they'd be excited.
Yeah, they love that word.
Time for a linguistic revolution.
They loved that word 3 to 5 years ago, mostly.
It still exists and must be making money because it wouldn't exist. They pull the plug on it if it wasn't.
Oh, sure.
I guess those kids are aging now.
I'm just saying the height of its relevance.
They're like loser 25-year-olds who haven't moved on. Trying to relate to their younger siblings with references to Fortnite dances.
Come on, James. Let's play this board game stream.
I'm doing it. I'm getting to the section.
In our mid to late 30s.
It's banter.
I see
what you're saying. You're not hassling me. I mean about that. You're hassling me about the aging. Yes, I'm almost 40 now.
Yeah.
But here's the simple fact. If you didn't already know that and you're watching this stream, what? That dude's almost 40? Because I'm looking good. All right. I mean, mostly.
Which is 14 years old.
I mean, honestly, even my graying is...
I'll be almost 40 in 1 month.
Yeah.
But I'm not almost 40 yet.
No.
No.
I am...
You're in your mid to late 30s.
Mid 30s is 32 to 38.
You're in your mid to late 30s right now. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what I did for the voice of 8. A really stupid gimmick, but it's easy at least. Section 95.4, Aether Outpost. A stellar mist flows into your longhouse, and you hear Voice of 8 once again in your mind. Hey, most valued allies! We've succeeded in locating the elemental cores. Your aid is of great importance to us, so please meet us at the elemental array.
Wait. This voice is just James's voice? Like, what are you doing?
The 8 Aether voices blend together to form my voice. Is the gimmick that I did that I remember now.
Perfectly.
All right. Yes. Smokey also in the Almost 40 Club. This is almost certainly just a factor of who puts their demographic information into YouTube. But if you look at our demographic stats, it's literally 100% in the 35 to 39 age group, which isn't true, but that's what it says. Literally everyone is just in this little age cluster that we currently occupy. No one's a year older than me. It can't possibly be true because I'm playing old games. I'm obviously must be there must be older people and occasionally maybe a younger person, but probably not. The mist shimmers and dissipates. You grab your pack and chuckle at the formality of the request. You can't remember the last time you heard someone use the word please in this oak-forsaken place. What? Huh. How come after every other section telling us about how we're building a community and learning to love each other, it's just casually here, it's like, but actually this place is a piece of shit and you hate it here.
Yeah.
The next scenario...
you gotta go back and... people have said please to us. There's no way the word please is not on any of these
That's
cards.
probably also the case. Yeah. That people have said please. I can't imagine.
Control F, please.
Hold on. No, Martin will tell us.
Oh, yeah. Martin knows.
We'll find out. Martin can tell us if
Martin's
done the please.
Run the please numbers already.
I'm sure he had the same questions during the Easter Outpost. What the hell goddamn page? Here it is. Okay. Found it. I'm here looking at the scenario flowchart trying to find 66. It is here. We have now unlocked scenario 66, elemental cores. Of course, the next one after it will also be locked. So obviously, the next scenario we do next week will be elemental cores. So we can keep this party moving.
Yep. Keep it going.
Okay. So let's add it to the map. Time to go back up to Frosthaven. I mean to... the northern coast. Here's the northern coast, and we are adding elemental cores. Ooh, maybe it would be kind of weird for a major puzzle clue. No, you know what? Never mind. I see why the colors are here. It's because they're the elements. I was just the next puzzle in the puzzle book is waiting for an in-game clue based around colors. So for a moment, I was like, oh, maybe this is it. And maybe it is. But there's also there's a simpler explanation, which is just that the scenario has an elemental theme. Oh, I'm being tortured by the camera cable. There it is. It's obscured now. Okay. So, elemental cores will be placed at L4. Confoundingly, the letters in the grid run backwards, reverse alphabetically from the letter R. But here's L, and then count down 4 right here. Makes sense. It's literally just north of 65. The last one in this chain. The previous one. And that was a pretty good sticker placement, if I do say so myself. I'm realizing now that I never checked off Strong Foundation. And what's the other one we did? Just last week. It was a side quest, side scenario called Lurker Necromancy. And it's located somewhere. If I don't find it soon, I'll just give up for now. I give up for now. All right. I'll check that one off later when I can find it. All right. So, we're not going to read the text yet, obviously, but I'm just a little curious. So let's take a look. Scenario 66, which we're heading into next week, is going to meet us with, well, definitely some special rules. Oh, hey! It's a Marcel scenario.
Oh, good.
Designed by Marcel with writing by his wife, Isabella. I will say this. We've done one Marcel scenario, and it was good. Boom. There's some gimmicky special rules revolving around the elements. The scenario is complete when all 4 A's have been activated. We'll find out what A's represent next time. Okay, cool.
Can't wait. Greg, will you be introducing your new character today?
I will.
Oh, yes, he will.
Provided that it doesn't make us not somehow.
Graham has the
I'm
best
holding
setup.
out hope that it doesn't.
Graham has the best setup for Friday Night Frosthaven on Thursday by being in New Zealand, where it's Friday afternoon Frosthaven.
Oh, perfect.
Getting it out of the way and
change
then
the title.
enjoying your Friday. Well, maybe someday I'll animate it so it's... Oh, man. I'm showing way too much of my own groin area.
Just enough, I'd say.
I mean, I have pants on. It's okay. We're not getting kicked off Twitch. For that. Maybe for Greg's extremist political views.
Classic Greg.
Sorry, I think we should feed the homeless, James.
Oh,
Feed him what, Greg?
Oh, I was actually
talking...
I was talking about how Greg is always saying that the only vaccine he'll ever take is for the woke mind virus.
Why are you giving great Greg jokes to a bit that's mine on this show?
To be honest, I'm replaying old material. I've made that joke like 2 other times, I think, on the stream. I thought of it in the stupid way that I sometimes do. Hey, Smokey, thank you for subscribing. My subscriber, I don't worry too much about the subscriber count, but it was getting devastatingly low.
When are we going to start asking for donations? When are we going to start Patreon? Are we close?
We kind of, I feel like we kind of missed the boat because I realize now I should have built a like raw Frosthaven spreadsheet that we're not using, and then been like, for a $5 donation to our Patreon, I'll like share this with you. You can play online with your friends or just track your campaign easily. Probably could have made a cool.
I think they should just be allowed to be player 4 for 1 week.
Yeah. I think
we should charge $5 for people to be player 4.
$5.
500 bits, and you can be player 4. Maybe that's the thing. We'll talk about that later. So, oh wait, now I remember. I think Lurker Necromancy. No, but also I'm seeing here I've never checked off Raised by Wolves, or the very first.
I remember that one.
Town in Flames.
I remember that one, and the wolves were not helpful.
No.
I remember being super pissed that fighting alongside wolves was not going the way I'd always dreamt it would. Or doing anything alongside wolves. Yeah. I never thought I'd be like, man, you guys fucking suck.
Stupid wolves. But we kept them alive.
I wish you were dead like those polar bears.
All right. Smokey enters 3 points scored for Rich in the Emoji Wars 2024.
Yes.
I'm probably well ahead, but not by that much because, like, the James emote, it's not like it expresses any kind of emotion. So, like, some people use it when they're saying hi. But otherwise, it's not like there's a moment where people are like, this is so James, I'm going to do the James face.
Well. This is so James. Yeah, because when anyone who ever says, this is so James, I'm going to do the James, you do the James voice and, like, body language.
My body language.
James' face is always James' face.
My body language is less frenetic now, I think. Perhaps because of the ADHD medication.
Oh, for sure. But I'm going to do a 2006 James impression for the rest of my life. Like, that will always be my James impression.
That James. What an angry young man. Because he's working out too much. and it's having the wrong effect on his brain. Too much testosterone. So, here we are.
You know, I have to send that quote to Robert right now before I forget it.
So we've done the passage of time. Is it Outpost event now, Greg?
If that was it, then yeah, it's Outpost event.
All right. I should have drawn this in advance.
That was a very short reading. We talked about it for a long time, but that was a very short. There was not much to that.
No, it was like 100 words of text. It's So James, the Canadian version of That's So Raven. I'd start a show called It's So James.
Who would you play?
CBC offered it to me. Okay. Here we are. It's Summer Outpost Event 17. Frosthaven has been built up and burned down repeatedly, so just about anywhere you can plant a shovel has the potential for the remains of buried treasure, or just remains. As such, the populace has taken up a morbid pastime. In the summers, when the ground is softer, groups of treasure hunters spend afternoons working through patches of ground with pickaxes, hoping to dredge up whatever valuables lie underneath. One such group is making the rounds today. An old-timer hollows at you with a toothless smile. Care to throw in a hand? We found a lucky spot. You can keep whatever you find. It couldn't hurt to join them. So get this, there's no choice to be made. It says, make a deck of 8 loot cards comprised of any material resource. That is, and I'm not, this is not me picking at Isaac and his people. That is not the proper use of comprised, although I also misused comprised in exactly that way for almost my entire life. The whole comprises the parts. So it's not, we're not making a deck comprised of any material resource. We're making a deck comprising 8 loot cards of any material resource. Or gold cards of your choice that you'd like to keep an eye out for.
I'll just commit to never using that word again now.
Okay. I don't understand what's happening here, but I will get the cards and we'll discuss this. Because there's a more complex choice to be made. We're making a deck of 8 cards that we'd like to keep an eye out for from the material resource deck. It can't be the random item. Herbs I don't think count as material resources. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, material is just wood. It's just wood, hide, and metal.
Okay. Well, then I propose...
wood is what we have the least of.
Well, then let's
we got
put some
so much wood
in.
on that boat that was mostly wood.
And I'll specifically
put in... a lot of it.
I'm going to put in the woods that give +2 lumber if you have 3 people.
Nice.
Hey, that's how many we have.
3 of those. All right. I'm going to put in the enhanced metal.
We do not need hide. Hide is something we have an abundance of.
Yeah. I'm putting in the enhanced metal, even though it's no different from just choosing the ones that, go to us. For the gold, I suppose I'll put in the 3. I'll put in the 2 3s. Are we at 8 now? Well, hold on. Like, what's going to happen here? Are these going to be like, oh, sucker, you don't find anything. Throw those cards in the garbage.
I don't think impossible. They'd never do that.
No, they wouldn't do that. In fact, I think probably this would probably give at least some Frosthaven, Gloomhaven fans, ulcers or some form of terrible stress. But I don't even keep the cards once they're done in the game. I haven't thrown them out, but I just toss them somewhere. I've got little caches of them all over the place. I don't care. We're never gonna try to reset Frosthaven to 0 and play a new one.
No.
Life is too short.
Never.
Yeah, you guys ought to start Frosthaven over.
We have devoted an enormous amount of our lives, and also an even larger proportion of our friendship to this game, and we will never ever feel the need to play it again. It would be why? One and done. I can read about what the other choices were if I need to. Okay, I'll just put 2 more.
They're the wrong ones.
There. All right. I put in 2 more metals that'll be +2 because there's 3 of us. Assuming it works that way. Maybe it does. Maybe. I don't know. We got to turn the card over and find out what it says. So I'm shuffling. I'm not sure it matters to shuffle. Okay, on the back. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay.
Video.
Is anyone strong? Is the drifter strong?
Sure is.
Sweet.
Yes.
Add one additional material. Okay, well, that's not that exciting, but I will. I will add... Oops.
I'm also resourceful. That helps.
It doesn't, but good.
I'm spooky.
You are spooky.
Yeah. It's one of your core traits. Spooky dookie.
I'll just put this in. Whatever. Actually, you know what? We'll get a little bit of hide in there. Okay. I can't remember what I am. I would assume spooky. Well, let's find
You're
out.
definitely outcast.
No.
You can't not be, right? You're a crab monster.
No. I am armored, intimidating, and nimble.
Okay.
Those all make sense for a giant crab monster. Okay.
Sure do.
And now, then, add 3 herb resource cards to the deck.
Holy shit. Well, flame fruit.
Have
Gotta
some
be
of my
flame
rock
fruit.
root.
Both flame fruit. And what else do we have the least of?
Snow thistle.
And a snow thistle. Okay. Added those. Boom. Oh, weird. Okay. So, none of these really quite represent what they are. Here's how here's how this game works. I'm going to shuffle this stuff. They do represent like you'll see. You'll see what I mean. Hey, with Cena. Thank you for subscribing.
For $5, you could be the 4th player.
Hey, wait a minute. Is this Cena? Like Cena? You know who you are.
Like John Cena?
Ha! Yes, he is who no, it's not John Cena. Well, hello, Cena.
Okay, damn.
I look forward to seeing you, pal.
Well, I don't want to say
Very
that.
soon.
I'm not disappointed, Cena.
My vacation is almost over. Okay. Shuffling this deck, and we're going to find out what weird thing happens. Well, actually, I'll tell you. I've already found it. It's just I read it in my mind without saying the words.
Take us to your mind
All right.
palace, James.
Now, we can draw as many
Not a place
times.
you want to go, Greg.
We can start drawing from this loot deck as many times as we want. And here's what will happen.
Okay.
If we draw a material resource, we gain 1 resource of that type. So all of my careful curating was pointless. If we draw the money, we gain 3 collective gold. But if we draw the herb cards represent the remains of our citizens. We lose 1 morale for each grandmother we dig up.
How many herbs did we put in again?
There's 3 in a total deck of 8, 9, 3 out of 12. So there's 25% chance for any given draw.
Okay. Well, I think we should just stop drawing when we get a corpse.
All right. We'll put.
I think we can
There
take
we go.
one hit.
We're going until we
I don't
find
want
the
to see a
corpse.
second corpse. I feel like we just
Yeah,
we
once
play
you
this like
see
we
one-
would in real life.
We dig until we find a corpse, and then click, trill, snip, click, snips the head off and runs away, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's tough. I gotta go have a drink." All right, here we go.
All right.
Dig, dig, dig. Lumber. Give us a lumber, Greg. Did the
I'll give it
Outpost-
to you, James.
Okay, sure.
Well, actually, fuck it. I'll give it to Rich. Rich
Okay.
has nothing.
Sure. All right. We continue digging. More lumber.
That one will go to you.
Let's
All
dig
right.
forever.
Digging. Flame fruit. Ah, gross. It's a corpse. All right.
All right. Well, that knocks off the morale.
Well, awesome. I look forward to
But we'll get it back.
taking that loot
Miss
deck
you,
apart
morale.
later. Okay. And that one goes back in because it's a summer tradition.
Yeah. Corpse digging, they call it.
All right.
Because it always ends with somebody finding a corpse.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, Where? Oh no. What have I done?
Did you lose the buildings?
I sure did. Not that I've
Perhaps
lost
your
them.
organizational scheme.
No, it's not the organizational scheme. It's that I didn't even put them in the thing that I keep all the stuff in.
Yeah, we should have a $10 thing, like option for our patron. $10 a month, you get the alternate view, which is like from the like top corner of the room James is in, so you're like watching him like scramble around the room.
Looking for stuff.
That would really be something. I have thought of it's another like did not strike while the iron was hot, but I should have done like a guide video of like here's how you can play Frosthaven online and what things you're gonna have to think about.
You 100% can still do that.
Yeah, you can post that whenever you want.
Because also, like, it's just getting people ready for Swamphaven, even if they're done with Frosthaven.
Because it has come up in the 5 years that we've done this now, 2 or 3 times where I've met somebody who knows what this is.
Yeah.
and when I tell them what we do, they're like, "Oh, so you play the video game?" I'm like, no. We're playing the board game. Like, how do you do that? Like, I don't know. I get my cards from James.
Well,
and I park myself around the time I said I would be there. and then fun ensues.
The origin story of us playing this game is that at the start of the pandemic started while we were doing Pandemic Legacy Season 2. And after a week or two of pandemic, Rich was like, James, is there any way that we could play this remotely? And I was like, I think so. And I was doing it I had 2 laptops and I was just using the laptop cameras and just tilting them. And it was real bad, but I gradually started upgrading my gear and stuff. But then we burned through the game in a couple of weeks. And I was like, okay, well, now what are we going to do for the rest of eternity? So I started looking into other Legacy games, and I read I heard all the hype about Gloomhaven, and I was like, okay, I know that our buddy David plays Gloomhaven, so I asked David, I was like, I'm thinking about getting this to try to play remotely. Do you think it's plausible based on your experience with the game? And he was like, no, I don't think that would work. I can't see how that would work.
Not at all.
And I thought, I'm going to try this. I think it will. And so I asked him a bunch of more specific questions. And then by the end of it, I was like, yeah, okay. This sounds like there's literally... The very nice thing about Gloomhaven is that the characters come in their own little boxes. So as long as you take out the things that the main board needs, then you just hand off the boxes. And everybody can have their box. Mm-hmm. There are other considerations. We'll talk about it later. It's operations now, Greg, right?
Oh my god, yeah. We all had to come one at a time to James's house and pick it up outside his apartment.
Yeah.
Take it home, carefully clean each piece of the game.
I had everybody, I encouraged them all, so they all bought replacement sticker sheets. And then it turned out
Did we?
that you never do enhancements.
We were like, we're gonna do so much of this stickers. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. Okay, I think we paid $10 for these stickers. We've had hours of fun with those stickers here.
Good.
Hannah's first Mother's Day was in the middle of don't even look outside your window time.
Yeah.
So the car was just decorated with all those stickers.
Ethan made me a birthday card with those stickers.
Yeah. I think you got the Demon Dethroned.
I think so. I think that's right. Okay, the mining camp. We have a level 2 mining camp now, so we can collectively buy up to 2. I'll hold this closer. There we go. Collectively buy up to 2 metal for 2 gold each. So for 4 gold, we can have 2 metal.
Looks like Greg's paying 4 gold for 2 metal.
Boom. The Drifter.
I don't know, man.
Treating all his friends.
That's a really weird gold standard thing going on in this game.
It's good metal, Mitch. It's a lot of metal.
The Hunting Lodge. We have a level 1
I
hunting
get behind
lodge.
It's a lot of metal.
We can collectively buy 1 hide for 2 gold. Let's do it. Boom. We have a level 2 logging camp. We can collectively buy up to 2 lumber for 2 gold a pop.
Already did it.
Thanks, buddy. Craftsman does not have an operations phase, nor the alchemist. The enhancer simply reduces enhancement costs. That's not an operation either. The workshop is actually being inhabited by the carpenter in our lore because I lost the carpenter stickers, or alternately there was a manufacturer error. I have no idea which. I cannot confirm that I ever saw those stickers, but I also can't deny it. The carpenter does not have operations phase. The town hall does not have an operations phase. The barracks will collectively train up to 1 soldier for 3 gold and 1 material resource. Let's do it.
Let's do it, and we'll pay him some hide because God, we have so much. I have 11 hide after that payment.
The Drifter loves hide. The Drifter just likes to be ensconced in hide. Okay, that's operations. Is it downtime now?
It's downtime, and boy, howdy, do I have a lot to do. Okay.
It's time.
So, first of all,
I have nothing to do, right?
Oh, advance warning, folks. We're doing a host rule. I'll explain my justification for this one-time only host rule when we get to it. But okay, downtime. Go, Greg. What are you doing?
All right. So, before I retire, because you can do downtime in any order, I am going to sell all my stuff. I've already went ahead and calculated how much gold I get total for that. Wait till you see what I'm about to do. And then I can, because our alchemist is level 2, I can distill my potions. So
nice.
I have 3 potions that can get me either of these. I want to get your opinion. I think one of my potions distills into either a snow thistle or an axe nut. I think I should go for the snow thistle because we don't have any.
Yeah, we're at a snow thistle right now.
And then
although
one
we
is
also
an
have very little axe nut.
Well, one is an arrow vine or a corpse cap.
Corpse cap.
I mean, corpse cap, yeah.
We've got loads of arrow vine.
The last one is a rock root or a corpse cap.
Rock root.
Okay. Then, before I retire, I am going to buy an enhancement from the enhancer.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's why these stickers are here. I'm going to put.
I built with Gloomhaven. I built the whole enhancement calculator into our spreadsheet, and then we all got exactly what enhancement when the game literally gives you a free one. And then I was going, and then when Greg said he told me on Tuesday he was gonna buy an enhancement. I was like, oh fuck, all right, I'll build the enhancement. And then I was like, wait, you know what? I can just talk it through with you from the manual. And Greg was like, no, I found a tool online. I was like, of course.
Yeah, of course there is.
Obviously, there's a tool online.
Greg.
There was never a need to build my own in the first place.
So I am going to add a +1 to my move the character token on one of your persistent abilities backwards 1 slot, so it becomes a move 3.
Sweet.
Doodle-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
If anyone ever plays
no one
as
will
the Drifter,
ever play this class again.
Probably not.
But it's there.
Ha! Oh man, Smokey is the emoji master.
What did he post?
He put the Greg emoji in between 2, double biceps.
Nice.
It looks like if I had chosen Greg for the Abobo boss in the boss tier graphic, but instead I put my own head on Abobo and then I put Greg in a white suit with a Tommy gun.
Also a great bit. Greg with a gun is a great bit.
It's a good bit. And it's a classic beat 'em up trope that the final boss will just be some dude with a gun.
Now, one thing I didn't do, because part of me was convinced that somehow this was not going to happen, that the game would fuck me in some way, is I haven't decided on what my new character's output, like what his items will be. So I will do that before.
Yeah.
I'll do that between off screen.
But it will have retroactively happened now. Yeah.
But now I'm going to retire. So, when retiring a character, we do things in the following order. Comments of person they must retire. When the character recovers, the police request against the party So we get 2 prosperity ticks.
Sweet. We just made it to 4, so we got a ways to go, but we're on the path.
Nice.
Let me count them. One sec. Counting them off. We still need 1, 2, 3, 8, 13. 13 more till prosperity level 5.
And we unlock the envelope specified on my personal quest card, which, James, you have.
Boom. We open envelope 90. Assuming that hasn't already been opened, which I don't think it has been. We're about to find out together.
Can't wait.
Oh, looks like we have opened that one before.
All right, what's the alt?
But to find out once I confirm, yeah, there's no 90 in there. Alternate is 83. Is here. Excitement. This was one of the, like, it's an obvious choice. 90 is the town hall. Thanks, Graham.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an obvious choice for Frosthaven, but it's the right choice. That in Gloomhaven, there were 4 envelopes, and one of them sucked, and it was the last one you got.
Yeah.
So for this game, they realized, presumably they got a lot of feedback from players. They were like, I really like the part where you open envelopes.
Yeah.
So they made 1,000 envelopes.
It's good, and it is good. It's fun every time.
All right. Well, Greg, I gave you your personal quest choices without obviously having added in the new one that we've just unlocked. Would you like to redo the draw?
Oh yeah, there's a new one in this envelope?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's redo the draw.
Okay.
Maybe
I will say that I don't think you would like it. I don't think you
would. Well, yeah, but
okay. You would just yeah. I understand.
I like the random chance of it. Mm-hmm. For those who want to know what my original choice was, I had 2 very greedy options.
Yeah,
this robot.
The one literally called Greed is Good,
greedy.
And you got the merchant class one.
One was like buy a bunch of items or have a bunch of money.
I had the buy a bunch of items one in Gloomhaven when I was the Sunkeeper, which I was not for very long because after the passivity disaster, where I set myself up to destroy 2 Frosthavens with Retaliate, and then like 4 rounds in a row they didn't attack. The guys forced me to just buy every item I could and immediately retire. At which point I became the Valrith Quartermaster, who is an item guy, and I loved being him. Okay, here it comes, moving things around, putting them down. Obviously, I assume you can't read those, Greg.
No.
Well, one of them is Greed is Good, the one you already chose.
Okay.
And the other one is not a new one. The other one is called The Greatest Challenge. I'm not going to read all the text to you.
Motorcycle race going on.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Oh, yeah. I will say that we get the least emotionally secure motorcycle riders in our neighborhood. Just like, they want to do the vroom vroom so much. And it's like, just put on just buy a t-shirt that says, I have never once had a woman say, that's it? Or anything other than that's it. Okay. So you have Greed is Good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not doing that. Greg only gets 2 choices, Graham. But I appreciate the generosity. The other one's called The Greatest Challenge. And I'm not going to read the text unless you choose it. But the result is complete 12 challenges, or the goal.
Complete 12 challenges. Ooh, you know what? I think I'll do Greed is Good, because I think I can get that done in less than 12 scenarios.
Sticking with Greed is Good. All right. Yeah, Greg,
Greedy robot.
You wouldn't know it from watching our show, but Greg loves to retire characters and play as new characters and have new experiences. He loves it almost as much as he loves to move a token 1 space back on his persistent abilities. Greed is Good. There are many high and lofty goals.
The Drifter almost soloed a few scenarios for us. Like, we're going to be worse at this game for a bit.
Well, here's the thing. I think we're going to wind up going down a difficulty titch. Unless we decide we want to play on hard mode. Because he was dragging our average up by being level 9.
I think that...
And if Danielle comes back,
I
she's
just
level
don't...
2.
I don't think that...
When?
I don't think Martin will respect us at all. Like any respect that Martin has for us as Frosthaven players, and not just like a funny thing he watches once a week. We would lose it if we didn't stay on hard.
Well, you know what? We'll do it we'll do it.
I feel like Martin has already like commented on the fact that we make it too easy.
We are doing that, Smokey. We're not going to forget. We're definitely doing that. That's also where the host rule comes in, but I'll get to that in a moment. So, greed is good. Here's what we'll do. If the next scenario we're still 3-player, we'll go up, we'll put it on hard mode. If Danielle comes back, we'll let her ease in a little bit more before we start playing on hard mode. There are many high and lofty goals in life. Sick grandmas and epic love. I don't know what the goals there are. Ridiculous. It is ridiculous to suggest that those are descriptions of goals. Only one thing matters, and that's money. Getting the most of it and keeping it safe. The weight of gold in your purse is a greater feeling than anything else imaginable. Grandmas be damned. That would have been set up better again if sick grandmas was a goal. But it's not. You got to be doing something for the sick grandma. All right, anyway, that's your goal. You're a greedy little robot.
Yep. All right. And then...
Put those away. And so, now we got to do, like, the other thing, right? Wait, no. We got to finish looking at the stuff in this envelope.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting.
Even one more step.
This is exciting. Greg and I actually know each other on account of his partner and myself having met in library school. And we've just unlocked the ability to build Building 83, the library.
Yay! Every town needs a library.
What does the library do? At level 1...
This one needs more hunting lodge.
It does not.
Yeah, Greg is like... The hive is immediately like... We're just giving them the books? So check it out. At level 1, the library has no operation effect and no downtime roll.
It's just for funsies.
It does. Right? It does immediately cause us to read a thing. And in fact, now I can see none of the library, even the library upgrades, all they do is read a section. But
I bet there's some.
That makes me think the section is significant.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're clearly building the library this week.
That's my top pick. But before we move on to the rest of my retirement, when we retire a character, we may spend 15 inspiration once to draw 2 additional personal quests and choose one to complete immediately. Now, I believe this is where your host rule is coming in.
The host rule is that the rule we're supposed to do is draw 2 personal quests and then choose one of them to retire. We're going to retire the, what's it called? Hold on. I looked it up.
The Gemini.
Yes, I know that, but I don't remember what the...
Lauren. Her name is Lauren.
She's in your house right now, James.
All right. We're going to retire the study of We're going to complete the study of plants personal quest. And Greg, I need you to Google it because I cannot find the card. Otherwise, I would have just known what the name was. So please look up the study of plants and tell me what we unlock.
I will do that.
It's drugs.
Frosthaven. Personal quest 1. Study of plants. Okay. Sorry, I just have to find an image of it. I wish you had told me this beforehand. I would have found it quicker.
I forgot that I had to ask you to do this.
Okay, so we open envelope number 24.
Envelope 24. All right. Oh, sweet. I found it on the first try when I split the deck.
And thank God, because this picture is blurry enough that I can't quite make out what the alternative is.
Well, great news. Oh, wait, hold on. No, the library did not apply any rules, but this one does. We're going to apply rules sticker 9. We might not be doing the road event based on the time here. So, technically we haven't created the hive yet, Greg, but I'm not doing the draw again. But we are adding a new personal quest called Threat
Yeah,
from
we
the
should have
Deep.
thought about this.
Yeah.
I'll stick. You know what? I got it twice in a row.
No,
I'll stick with
that's
3
the
is
thing.
good. It's meant to be.
It was clearly meant to be, so that's just set. That's set.
This is just a greedy micro machine. That's
Okay.
all he is.
So,
Micro machine.
holy
He's got
smokes.
so many summons, Rich. It came with 2 sheets.
I counted them up. Hold on.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I love having a bunch of friends on the board. It makes me feel like we have like
14 summons
more friends
available.
on the board.
The hive comes with 14 summons.
My hand size is 11. I can't even ever possibly summon them all at once.
Maybe you have a card that's like play a card that is
You don't
out
even
of your
have.
hand.
Oh, wild. Okay, so the new possible building is the garden. Ooh.
Ooh.
So take a look.
Okay, library
when it
first,
focuses.
garden outside the library. Done.
Yeah. Oh, come on, just focus. So
Ooh,
everyone
garden
can
in the library.
Well, suffice to say
Botanical
that
library.
the operations text says it says a bunch of stuff, but the first thing it says is plant herbs, rotate this card 180 degrees, then stop. And then the rest of the text is upside down. But I assume that happens the next time. So, we're going to add rules sticker 9 to the board. Where are my sticker sheets?
I'm going to
Right
look
here.
up Rule Sticker
Not
9
the board, the book.
because here it is. Online, there's a rule book that has it where you can just click on the thing and it will
guess what?
activate the rule.
We don't even have to go to the errata.
Hey, that is the entire rule book in Buttons and Bugs.
Yeah.
The rule book comes out and it's like, scan this QR code, and it just like brings the rule book up on your phone.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. That's like scanning a QR code for a menu. Like, just give me a fucking menu.
I think the idea for this though
Is that it's on the travel.
It's a little
Yeah.
tiny box. Yeah. Give me fucking.
right.
Have you seen how much information they fit on birth control?
Like
The
a-
tablet. You can fucking unfold that thing.
a tiny fucking
So check it out.
magnifying glass.
We don't even need to go to the errata for this. I can confirm it's a misprint. The garden rules are not sticker 9, which we've already placed, but they're sticker 10.
Okay.
And so I'm placing the garden rules, which are long.
Nice. I can summarize them quickly for you.
No, I'm about to read them for everybody. Garden.
At length.
During building operations, we can do the garden. Once the garden has been built, the party may spend any one herb resource during the building operations step to affix a matching sticker to any plot. This thing does indeed come with a lot of stickers besides just buildings.
Oh, and I put our inspiration down to 6.
Good work. So, the garden starts with only one plot, but more plots become available at higher levels. Each plot can only have one sticker at a time, but any sticker can be covered by another sticker later. The garden will be harvested every 2 weeks, or every week at higher levels, when it is not wrecked. When the garden is harvested, for each plot with a sticker, the party gains one matching herb resource. Do not remove the stickers. When it's upgraded to level 2, keep it in the same orientation. So yeah, that's pretty intuitive, but also pretty sweet.
Okay. So it's just a garden. Yeah.
It's
We
literally a
should
garden.
just try to aim to have at least one of all the resources, all the herbs in there eventually.
All the
Nice,
herbs.
nice.
Yeah. So
I think it might be worth it based on how rare flame fruits are. To first time we get a flame fruit, just stick it in there.
absolutely, we are definitely planting the flame fruit as soon as we can. Okay, so I will very carefully not lose these stickers because there's a lot of them and they're complicated. I also won't lose the
Some
library.
we're good, James.
Yeah. I know we're building the
Now,
library, so
We can get
why
back to
don't
my
I-
retirement.
Hold on. Oh God.
Just leave it out. Yeah.
Have I?
Jesus
no, okay.
Christ, James.
There we go. Got the library.
Okay.
What's the
It's
hive's
ready to
name?
go.
I haven't given them a name yet.
Well,
I'm trying to think of a good like
think about
acronym
it.
name. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That
yeah.
stands for something.
Well, you have time. We don't have to go back to the gang screen. But are you creating the hive now? No, because we got to do the stuff on the boards, the character boards.
We're still working, James. For
Okay.
each class, the first time a character of that class retires, we flip over the map and read a thing. So, James, please read me section or page 48.3.
48.3 in the section book. We're at the section
Tell
book.
you about how the drifter is like, well, guys, I
Say
used
that.
to have other friends a long time ago.
Tell me that number again, Greg.
48.3.
48.3. All right, here we go. 48.3. The drifter retires. One day, the drifter is living with you in your longhouse, and the next day, they're gone. No goodbye, no indication where they're going. You noticed him growing more and more restless recently, clearly harboring a desire to strike off back into the wilderness. He appears to have accomplished what he set out to do in Frosthaven. They use gender neutral pronouns all the time, but I've been thinking of the drifter as a dude, so I'm swapping. Not because of any ideological objections.
It's a gender neutral name I gave him.
Oh,
To be fair, the biggest hobo.
Mhm.
Anybody can be a hobo.
I always thought of the littlest hobo as a boy dog. But okay,
I think the
sure.
littlest hobo is a boy dog.
Well, listen, Greg, you're obviously the
but
one
a
who
hobo
gets...
is just a migrant worker.
Greg gets to choose. So they appear to have accomplished what they set out to do. Oh, yeah, 2 extra prosperity because of completing study of plants. We're not retiring the gem.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot that bit.
Thank you, Graham. All right.
It also didn't come up, but the effects of completing 2 personal quests at once are simultaneous, so they do not influence each other.
Okay. They appear to have accomplished what they set out to do in Frosthaven, so now must have been as good a time as any. Maybe you'll see him again out on the road. That was me saying M, like apostrophe EM, not him. On the road, or maybe this chapter of your journey together is simply over. We add, I got a feeling we'll be seeing the Drifter again in 4 weeks.
Maybe tomorrow.
In 4 weeks. I'm adding section 138.1 to the calendar, 4 weeks hence. 2, 3, 4. There's already an exclamation point there, but just trust me, on the sheet we have a more detailed reminder. Okay. Boom. And is that it?
So after the retiring character has resolved the completion of their personal quest, record a retired character. You have to record me on the retirement table on the campaign sheet.
Of course. You were level 9. You did no masteries. How many perks did you have?
Oh God. 1, 2,
All of them.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Whoa.
As many as a level 1 character can have without doing any masteries. I didn't do any masteries.
Whoops. I put you as level 14.
Okay,
Too many columns.
Now, so my items are returned to
14.
the available supply. My resources are moved into Frosthaven. So I will do that.
Thank you, Drifter.
3. And all gold remaining, which is a bit, but not enough for another enhancement, just disappears.
Poof.
Bye, gold.
I take it with me.
Right.
And then I create my character. And as we said, I will do that off stream. But I am creating the Unfettered Hive, who I picked up from James on Tuesday when I dropped off the miniature.
The
Robot
Unfettered Hive.
He's a robot
Whoa.
friend.
Greg's frame has been updated.
He is very complicated. I am going from complexity 1 all the way to complexity 5.
Jump.
Boom.
But it's a jump.
Very soon, I will do something on the 58 Dream Street Blue Sky account. And one of the things I thought to do was I'll put up pictures of all of Greg's work. But here's a first look at the Unfettered Hive. Hive is an acronym for... It's basically a harrower robot.
Yep.
But I don't remember any of the
Interesting that they
letters.
decided not to make this character just a harrower. But I mean, it makes sense because micro machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hive stands for Hera Imitative Voltic Entity.
Great. Hey, oh, Greg, you didn't put our town guard in.
Oh, shoot. Can't forget that.
No.
Council. Boom. Level 2 town guard. We're full up again. So
All
now
right.
we move on to the final step of downtime, which is construction. So we wanted to build the library, yeah?
Yep, just 1 second. I'm just updating the gang screen. Oh no. I'm going to have to rearrange Greg's components a little. But it's, oh wait, no, I see what I did for. Okay. Wait. There. Graham, it worked. The last time you were here, I made a point to mention the 58 Dream Street Blue Sky account because I had seen you, and I was like, probably there's only the one. I bet that this is the same Graham Edgeler, but I can't prove it. So I was like, I'll slip something out there and we'll find out. So I appreciated the follow. All right. Goal is to acquire, have 80 plus 20 XL times L gold. Where
L is the current prosperity level. Now, I'm not sure if that changes if our prosperity level goes up after I get this. I imagine
it absolutely does.
I think it has to just be the current one.
Yeah, it'll always be current. So right now we're prosperity level 4, meaning your goal is 160.
160. I can do it. I believe in myself. And Rich. I believe in Rich.
I absolutely do not. I can't relate to having a unique name at all, Graham. There is literally, in the Northwest Territories, there's a strait named after my full name. Holy smokes. Graham got Greed is Good done in 3 scenarios played in a single session.
Bet we won't do that.
No,
that's got to be some good pulls. Or you got a treasure chest that has like 50 gold in it. That did trick.
I think looting is probably what we're worst at in this game, though.
Absolutely. I mean, for context, when we played Jaws of the Lion with Danielle, she was so loot happy, and she was the Grey Warden, so she was the healer. But she would just be like, "I'll heal you next turn. I need to get this loot, this gold." And yet, when she joined the Frosthaven campaign, she sucked at looting. So it's infectious. Okay. Yeah, there's a strait in the Northwest Territories that is my first name, surname. In a town in our province, there is a public park with a big monument that is not only my first and last name, but my middle initial. But it's not a monument to me. So my name is not unique in the slightest. Okay. We are going to skip right to building the library, so I won't even put the thing down. Treasure chest with an expensive item, and a lucky event draw. Cool. He created a second version of the same class. You know what, though, Smokey? I think if Greg is stuck as the unfettered hive for the next year, he will feel better about that than being the drifter for this long. Okay, where does the library go? It is 83. Of course, the numbers are just arbitrarily placed. 83, there it goes. There's the plot. Oh, whoops, gotta go back to the Outpost screen. All right, so the building the library, Greg, is going to cost us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What did I was just holding the library card.
It's literally a sticker. How could you?
Oh, right. I can also get this information off the sticker, but what I can't get off the sticker is. Oh, here. Okay, I found it. Building the library is going to cost us. We need to be prosperity level 4, and we are, so that's good. 4 lumber, 4 metal, and 1 hide.
God, I wish it was more than 1 hide. 4 metal and 4 lumber?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to... Which one do you want to reduce? Do you want to reduce the lumber, or do you want to reduce the metal?
Let's reduce the metal, because we've... Actually, we have more... Okay. What do we have more of? It doesn't matter.
We have the same. We have
Pretty
8
close.
of each.
Yeah.
So we'll take both out of the Outpost and then 1 from you, James.
Fair enough.
Now we have 4 of each.
Okay. Very good. It's library time. Ba-bum. We build the library. Here it comes. Oh. I don't like how I placed that, but I stuck it down real good. So it's there. Perfect. Perfect. Library card. We gain 1 prosperity tick, which I will tick right now. All right. And then, bada boom. I'll put the stickers back with the rest of the stuff. And then we read section 190.3. Here it is. All right. 190.3. Library built. In light of the recent attacks, all available capable labor has been sent to support town infrastructure. You pulled some strings to get a cushy assignment helping out at the new library. Inside, you find crates piled high and an elegant, put-together Valorith stalking the shelves. She adjusts her red-rimmed glasses and eyes you with a touch of scorn. This is who they sent me? Very well. I am Etika, your resident librarian. I'll be managing the growing collection here, and I trust you will treat these books with the same care you treat... She looks over your party and then furrows her brow. Whatever it is that you choose to treat well. She points to a stack of crates along the wall. Shelve those. Follow the Damon decimal system. She starts walking toward the back room, and without looking back, waves a finger in the air. Except gemstones. Put that under orchid. Rewards. If educated...
Hey. Guess who's educated?
Oh, yeah. And I knew the Hive was going to be awesome at filing books. Because you can split off. You're filing 15 books at a time. So, if someone is educated... 164.2. We passed the test. 164.2. Library built. You shelve the books according to the Damon decimal system with ease, and even make sure to put gemstones under orchid per Etika's request. When she returns, she makes a thorough review and then gives a small nod. Well done. Good to see there are some individuals in this backwater who might benefit from a library. Master Scrim will be delighted to hear it in my next letter. The edges of her lips barely curl up into a smile, but before it registers, she straightens her clothes and continues, You know, if there is a matter I could use your assistance on, it might require some minor, reappropriation of antiquities. You look at her blankly. She rolls her eyes. What? You expect me to sit around writing the complete history of Frosthaven? Please. This town was a sleepy fishing village until a few years ago. It barely fill a napkin. She sits down behind her desk, shuffling a stack of paperwork out of the way. Listen. There are books out there. 4 tomes of incredible power. The Tome of Life, the Tome of Conflict, the Tome of the Elements, and the Tome of Time. I want you to collect them for me. The young Valrith pushes her red-rimmed glasses up the bridge of her nose. My research suggests the Tome of Life is in this region. It's the whole reason I'm up here at all. No need to go out of your way, but if you do happen upon it and bring it back to me, well, I'll make sure you're rewarded. Okay, I've got to add some events to the deck, and that's it. So I'll do that on my own time.
Figure out where those events are leading us.
Hopping back to the gang screen for a moment. Oh, I didn't finish the updating Greg yet. The visual is not complete. 1 second. Just gotta look.
I have come up with a name. I'm still working on the acronym, but I think I got it.
How can you have the name but not the acronym?
Well, sorry. I have the acronym. The name is the acronym. I'm working on exactly what it stands for.
Okay.
I might come up with better words.
On what the acronym is comprising.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The acronym comprises a bunch of words.
So it's Stevie in all caps, spelled STE-VE.
Stevie.
Stevie.
Steve. Like
Stevie
Steve.
spelled Steve.
Yeah, like Steve-O.
But it's there's a dash in the
Yeah,
middle. That's
there's
what makes it a
yeah.
V.
Steve-O has a dash in his
V.
name.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
And you'll be starting at level 2. Thank you, Grant. Now, the picture is complete. Oh, do you want
Want to be
Steve?
starting at level 4? Aren't we supposed to? Oh, no, it's rounded down.
It's half.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Rounded in half.
Should Steve be in all caps too, Greg?
Yeah, it should all be in all caps.
Great.
STE-VE.
Do you want
which I believe
periods?
stands for. No, thank you.
Okay.
I believe currently it will stand for Sturdy Transforming Equipment Voltic Edition.
Okay. Nice. That works. That's good. Good job, Greg.
Thank you. And then if there's nothing left to read, that is the end. Oh,
Hold on. The formula is 80 plus 20 times L, where L is prosperity level. So that's 80 plus 80.
Oh, yeah.
That's 160.
That's 160. Which you told me before.
No. I'm talking to Graham.
Rich.
Graham was correcting me, but I think Graham was thinking character level. And not.
No. Yes, I'm only level 2.
Okay. One problem that I will deal with on my own time is that the gap is way too noticeable now, where between Rich's background and Greg's, there's a little dark blue line. I hate it.
We'll figure it out. You don't have to do this on stream, James.
No.
I love it.
But I've updated my goal.
Makes us look quirky.
I've updated my goal to reflect that I have now been there for 9 buildings or upgrades. 3 to go. And I'm saying bye-bye to Click, Trill, Snip, Click. I was hoping we were going to unlock a librarian character. I was like, I'll play the librarian.
That'd be great, actually. I can see it.
The Valrith book stacker. The Valrith stacksmonger.
Literary Mancer.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do the road event next time to start next time. So, all right, that's it. You have given me the beat, Greg, and freed my soul. Now I will have to come up with some kind of, I don't know. I've never watched Jackass, so I don't know if I can get a good Steve-O reference for Stevie.
Just watch a bunch of Jackass this week.
Maybe that's what I'll do to close off my vacation. Probably not, but who knows? All right.
James,
so
I hope you weren't lost in my rock and roll.
No, never.
Not one time.
Yeah.
Not one time.
No,
Not
I was
even
always
once.
I was always right there in your rock and roll. Knew exactly where I was. So check this out, team. It's the end of my vacation. Although it's not the end of summer, and I'm a teacher, so like I'll probably still be streaming more than. I'm thinking about that, Smokey, because here's the problem. The problem is that playing the Geminate is a crazy thing to do while also trying to run the stream and run the game remotely. And yet I like doing stupid, crazy things. Separately, I don't want to, like, I keep saying this and then I keep saying I don't want to ask Lauren for it back because it'll be awkward. Not because I think it's awkward, like she'll be upset. I don't think she'll care at all. But I think she will be excessively apologetic about ghosting us. And at this point, I would just rather never discuss the fact that she...
Hey,
it's been too
if
long.
I ask her for it, she will not be apologetic at all.
Yeah, she will.
But like if I just like randomly message her, be like, "Hey, can I pick up that Geminate stuff?"
Maybe. But she lives down the street from me. I'm clearly the one that'll get it. I might do the Geminate. I'm not really feeling being the Algux snow dancer, but maybe I am. I got to look into what she even is. And who knows? We could unlock something really cool by then. Yeah. But yeah, check it out. We're done. But it's the end of my vacation, so I'm streaming it out hard. Tomorrow, another doubleheader. Sometime in the day, I'll be playing Wizardry Gaiden 4, Throb of the Demon's Heart. And oh man, I got through. You finish the first 3 towers, and they're like really, really fun and cool, but way easier than normal Wizardry. And then you unlock the Ancient Cave, and the first 4 levels of the Ancient Cave are just the first 4 levels of Wizardry 1, Proving Grounds and the Mad Overlord, which is a cool reference. But they're also not even as hard as that game. It's very easy, in fact. It's not scaled up. And I was like, okay, but surely the game is at some point going to crank out that good old Wizardry difficulty. And I cleared those 4 floors, and it sure did. I've had a lot of character deaths and stonings since I got down to the 5th level of the Ancient Cave. We're playing Wizardry now, baby. And the end goal, the finish line's in sight. So I'm looking forward to getting some of that in tomorrow. And then in the evening, as I already mentioned, me and Danielle will be on here playing the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, a game that I constantly want to call the Cosmic Witch Wheel, which is not what it is called. Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, a visual novel that has a tarot deck building mechanic where you influence the story by doing tarot readings for the characters. I picked it because it sounds like something Danielle would love. I don't know anything about the game because I'd never learn anything more about a thing I'm going to enjoy once I know I'm going to enjoy it. And yet I feel very comfortable, very confident saying that this recent popular visual novel called The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, about a bunch of witches in an eternal prison doing tarot readings for each other, is going to have strong queer themes. So looking forward to that. It would be more shocking if they were just all hetero witches, just living cis-normative lives. I'd be blown away if that was the case. It's like when I first played Celeste, someone asked me how it was, and I was like, it has a really thoughtful portrayal of mental illness, and as it later turned out, trans. The actual creator later realized they were trans, and was like, oh, that's what was going on with this character I created. And I said that, and then I was like, although to be honest, it would be more novel if a popular indie game this day didn't have something compelling to say about mental illness. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Then on the weekend, Saturday, Dark Sun, Shattered Lands. There's just not much left. We're going to build this alliance. We're going to take on Draj. I'm putting my marker down. If I don't finish the game next week, or this Saturday, I'm finishing it next Saturday. Exciting. On Sunday, going to hopefully get started in the Capcom Survival Horror Adventure RPG Classic for the Famicom, Sweet Home. I had to put it in for the Famicom there because people were like, this dude's going to do Resident Evil? No, of course not. I'm going to play an obscure Famicom game that inspired Resident Evil. And then, next week, more Ultima 7 Part 2 Serpentile, more Wizardry Gaiden 4. On Tuesday, Greg will be back here for Greg and James Beat 'em Up. I can't remember what we're doing, but we're doing 2 beat 'em ups. We're going to play beat 'em ups. And then, before you know it, it'll be Thursday again. And you know what Thursday means. Friday Night Frosthaven, baby. So we will finally get to actually meet the Unfettered Hive. And I hope you're as excited as I am, because I'm extremely excited, like I always am. So, if you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when we're just overwhelmed by the number of tiny robots buzzing around, You take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.